Hello. Donde yo puedo. Creo que aquí. Online, combate igualado. Combate igualado. Mundial, todo. Le vamos a jugar con Ryu. Con Ken. ¿Cómo buscamos? ¿Cómo buscamos rival? Personajes. Elige activados y busca rivales para combate igualado. Ok. Elige tu nivel de experiencia en un juego de lucha. Tu elección servirá para proporcionarte mejor las partidas clasificatorias. Claro, principiante, buscando rival. Ah, es que afuera que me lo busca. Vamos a ver. Vamos a ver cómo nos va. ¡Ey! Me ponen mi banderita de RD, no vi de quién era. ¿De dónde era el otro? Vamos a ver. Okay. Creo que tengo. No tengo los controles clásicos, no me gusta así. Me gusta con los controles clásicos.
Player 2 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in the game. Goes for the super art? in a dire situation. They can't afford any mistakes. Will we see a drive impact?
No sé. Tengo que cambiarle los controles. Así no se juega.
Player 1 picks up the first round.
Tengo que cambiarle los controles. Ah, pero es con una CPU que yo estoy jugando, no es online. Es para medir mi nivel. Son bots.
Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? One mistake here is all that's needed to finish the round. They're going for the super art. A quick breather. Player 2 drops them to half, closing the gap. This can lead to some big damage. Amazing! Genius read with that throw escape. Closes it out. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Here comes a new challenger.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table. Here we go.
Quiero salir de aquí. Vamos a esta de nuevo. Es que no me gusta. No me gusta, me va a confundir.
Spends a little drive gauge here to go on the offensive.
Y no puedo salir de aquí.
Easy to get tagged at this range. Side switch. Now they're on the defensive.
Vamos a acabarla.
What are they thinking here? They're being absolutely relentless with this fireball pressure in the corner. This is a real back and forth match.
Vamos.
They definitely do. This super art connect uses the gauge. Can this super art set things into motion? G-right kick for a mix-up. Player 1 will have to fight back. Threads it cleanly. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Va.
Immediate jump down. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Impacts a no-go.
Y que no me sale la Duke cuando tengo con estos controles así.
Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's
Sale
gonna
todo
blink
menos la
first?
Duke.
Sure you can. They both have burnout activates. The quarter makes it hard to escape. A super art? That's not gonna hit. The super doesn't hit. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious. They're going.
Me mango.
Both fighters planning something. Still slugging it out. Ooh, what a smart throw! Are we gonna see a comeback here? Did we see a drive impact here? What a sick counter! It's like they knew exactly what was gonna happen. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Opens with a jump in.
Tengo al lado de mi barra de salud.
Player 1 has the right threads.
Tengo un número.
Player 1 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking.
Que dice 1 de 10. Que me pusieron el 1 después de la primera que gané. O sea, tengo que ganar 10.
Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for them.
Y eso me va a dar nivel después. Quiero salir. Salir de combates igualados.
Special match. Online. Arcade. Online. Great match.
Todavía no tengo nivel y 2 de 10. Activado, personaje. Ken. Configuración del atuendo del oponente, música de fondo, lado de inicio, diseño. Tema, comentario, pose del avatar. ¿Dónde yo puedo cambiar el control? Mundial, conexión todo. Juego cruzado, toda la plataforma. Crossplayer. Movimientos. Aquí. Tipo de control, dice aquí tipo de control moderno. Quiero cambiar a que diga clásico. Si le doy aquí, entro al menú. Arriba dice moderno. Déjame ver si lo pongo así. Sigue moderno. Quiero el clásico. Así. Configuración del combate. Wow, ¿cómo cambió eso? Lo busqué en YouTube. ¿Cómo cambiar a control clásico en el Street Fighter 6 online? Vamos a ver de esto. Dos anuncios por una vaina que nadie busca. Solo dice que aquí, a ver, personaje, ajuste de personaje. Ah, clásico, clásico, gracias. Nos fuimos en blanco. Ahora sí estamos ready. We ready, we so loud. APL.
Here comes a new challenger.
How's this match gonna shake
Iron.
out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Gotta do this. Round one.
¿Qué es lo que Iron?
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. Goes for the throw. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Tries to bait him with the projectile. What are they thinking here? Nails the anti-air.
Oh. Oh. Mierda.
Player one can't afford to get hit again, but still has it goes for the lowest
Mierda.
air to air.
Este tipo me la puso.
Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Goes for the jump in to start the round.
Y yo pidiendo a Mena.
Player one, there's a wall splash. They can't do anything now. Player one holding on to that corner advantage. Still slugging and experiencing burnout. Player one in dire straits with burnout. They just won't stop switching sides. Are they going to be able to come back and snatch victory from the jaws of defeat? Connects with the throw. This could be made
Bien. Bien.
Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what they were right to be on guard there. Grabs and throws them away. The throw whip. Jingu Hadouken. That throw's gonna take off a chunk of damage. Player one gotta do better than that. There's a burner. There's a drive impact.
Ahí sí me mangó.
Here comes the corner pressure. Ooh, what a smart blow. That corner is starting to look scary. Sets up with the jump in. Oh man, this is a scary range.
Yeah.
Amazing. Not in range for the good decision with that throw. Gets the corners with knocked up
Yeah.
in the air. Both of them back off. They may be preparing for the final exchange. They gotta dig down deep.
Venga, pariguayo. Te de algo.
Player one has gotta be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage.
Vamos a ver la repetición porque acabo de ganar mi primer combate igualado.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
Come on. This will be a good fight. Round one. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play.
Esto está excelente.
Checks with the projectile.
Está quemado.
Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. Opts for the throw.
Está excelente.
On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this.
Está excelente el modo repetición. Está muy excelente. Vamos, vamos. Búsquenme a Mena.
Special online.
Dame ya, tírala a mi hermano. Oye, el PlayStation Plus está gratis este fin de semana. ¿Quieres que te la ponga en Street Fighter? Conéctate para ponértela. Y para ponértela en directo porque estoy transmitiendo. No me está buscando vaina. Vamos, búscame rival rápido.
Here comes a new challenger.
Búscame rival rápido. Búscame a Mena.
They're all fired up. We're almost underway.
¿Y cómo uno puede hablar aquí? Con los...
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round.
Este malo. Ya me... Come...
Goes with the projectile to pressure the opponent. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. What's the
Comenzó.
Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Oh, easy tech.
Conoce a su personaje.
Player 2
Sí,
is
sí,
going
sí.
to have a hard
Un
time
malo.
managing
Malo y
the
medio.
drive. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. KO.
Mira cómo me mangó fácil ahí. Sin joder mucho.
They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. Goes for a projectile to try and
Esa es la diferencia del control.
Experiencing burnout. Early round decisions are so brushes that off and keeps
Del control clásico al moderno. Mira cómo yo saco los Hadouken rápido.
Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Hits up the counter. This is going to be huge. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Jumps in. Are they going to be able to come back? Ooh, what a smart
Bárbaro.
Will we see a drive hit? Willing to risk it for the overdrive. Okay.
¿Quién lo ganó? ¿Quién lo ganó? ¿Quién lo ganó? ¡Eh, lo gané yo! ¡Venga!
Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Final round. Fight.
Opens with a denied.
Todo el mundo se sabe esa ya.
Player 1 has the life lead. Can they use it? Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super art. Reads the jump in perfectly. Ooh, what a smart blow. Pumps the brakes on the impact.
Mierda. Diablo.
Uh-oh. This could really tip the scales. Good work.
Bárbaro.
Can't win this without pulling the trigger. Doesn't check the throw. That was catch as catch can if you're gonna get in a fight.
Sabe jugar. Pedir rematch. No entendí, parece que él se fue. Después de 10 partidas me van a dar nivel. Llevo 3 ganadas y una perdida. Ahora soy boricua, yo borinque.
Here comes a new challenger.
Vamos a ver.
Our fighters are pumping
De
themselves
Estados
up and are
Unidos.
raring to go. Who's
¿Cómo
gonna
yo
come out on
puedo?
top in this fight? Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Goes for the throw. Corner switch means they can now go on the offensive. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. The cross-up connects.
O sabe mucho o sabe poco. ¿Cómo es?
Can't let their drive gauge run. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Reacts fast enough to get the counter. Gets him.
Ay, saben usar mucho ese jab.
Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Blocks them with a shorty. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Smart play to stop the opponent there. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to kick. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Genius read. Charges forward. Player 1 has a chance to win the round if they can put their hits the air.
Bárbaro.
Knockdown and knock them out of the air.
Todo lo aéreo lo gana.
Player 1 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Okay, here we go. Player 2 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe.
Coño, todo lo aéreo me lo gana.
We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Vamos a empezar bien.
Start things off with
Así.
Shoryuken.
Ahí.
Player 2 has the life lead. Can they use it? Good decision with that throw. Both sides getting ready.
Ahí. Mierda.
With the throw. Both are ready to pull the trigger. Tries
Eso.
to quickly, but
No.
the attack. Taking chunks out of each other. Nothing stops this train. No! Stunned off the wall. Player 1 is in a very good
Ya, mango.
Wrecks them. Drives it back, misses. I can't believe it.
Hueso, para.
Player 1 made some smart moves there. Great game.
Ah, llevo 3 perdidas y 2 perdidas y 3 ganadas de 10. Ay, me dio la revancha. Vamos a ganarle ahora.
Silent step. Has a bit of OD spice. Saw that coming. A parry?
¡Ey, sparring! Lo hice.
Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Knockdown. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Neither of them willing to back off. Gets the parry in and adds some pressure. Taking stock. Life lead opens up.
Tengo que... Ahí.
Life lead is opening up, but that can still be overcome with smart KO.
Bien.
Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2.
Bien.
They piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Experiencing burnout. Big exchange blows. Knockdown and player 2 in dire straits with burnout. The throw missed. Checks with a medium.
Yeah.
Quick breather. Grabs and throws him away. Under pressure, but keeps cool and Texas. Misses the grab. Both sides brushes that off and keeps
Venga.
going. Will we see a drive him? Noticeable life lead is a... Ooh, does him dirty. Throws him.
Ay, pero soy yo que estoy ganando. Yo me estaba dando por perdido. Me confundo.
Oh my God, what's gonna happen? What a...
¡Venga!
Ooh, I dare you to find me a better match than that. Get up and tell him what's good.
Se la doy la revancha si la quiere.
Still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. There's an overdrive on. Player 2 has a slight life lead that they may sit on. Let's see how they apply their corner pressure in this situation. Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? Life lead is opening up, but that can still be overcome with smart drive use. Gets him. Player 2 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Brushes that off and keeps going. They can't squander this punish counter cannon. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Dashes forward. Big throws. Pulls them. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
¡Ah, se me embaló! ¡Se me embaló! ¡Se me embaló! ¡Ah! Modo cabra. Ya embalamos a uno. Embalamos a uno. Embalamos a uno. Déjame ver. Se me embaló ya. Hueso. Hombre, que no tiene ni categoría todavía. La conexión con el oponente expiró. Vamos. Pau, 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 pau. Completa el desafío combo y te trae un combo para cada sesión. Oh, shit. Pero se van de una vez, ¿qué es lo que pasa? Están asustados. Están en para, con la para. Buscamos un componente ahí.
Here comes a new challenger.
Un canadiense tenemos.
You have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Nowhere to run.
Don't expect me to be a pushover. Round 1.
Tenemos un canadiense.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Goes for the throw.
Vamos a ver.
Deal some damage with that quick combo. Nothing but air for the impact. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. What's their game plan here at this critical stage?
Es que esta gente saben jugar.
Doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with.
Al.
Not a good thing. Life lead opens up. Takes him all the way to the corner with that. Taking stock. Medium kick hits. In there.
Esta gente saben jugar al
Player 2 picks
al
up
corto
the first
alcance.
round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? The attack is parried. Things are slow going.
Mariguayo, yo también se sparring, que es lo que tú dices. Toma ahí, trágate esa.
Knockdown. Player 2 chases them down.
No, estoy muy lejos.
Medium kick. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. What'll happen here? Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Grabs and throws them away. Stings them with the Shikusen.
Bárbaro.
Up close, throws them. Both fighters planning something? Clutch anti-air. Player 2 has the
No, tiene un buen antiaéreo. ¡Ey! Está mangado. ¡Venga! ¡Venga! Te está volviendo loco, ¡En setup!
I dare you to find me a better match than that. Get up and tell him what's good.
Venga, yo le doy la revancha, usted la quiere.
Not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. They were expecting that drive impact. Just out of range for that throw. Lots of aggression from both
Tiene buen
sides.
antiaéreo, bien.
Player 2 is using their drive liberally. Tries to throw but doesn't connect. Okay, they trade hits. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Can't tech the throw. Knockdown. Drop their eye on the air. Okay, creating some space here. Jumps in. Player 2 can't use. Oh, burnout triggered. Goes for the
Bien,
invasion.
bien,
They
bien.
were confident that would hit. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Are we going to see some fireworks? That drive impact is blocked. Grabs him. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Had the radar up and running. Knockdown. With experiencing burnout. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Big opportunity coming. Going in. Jumps in.
¡Cúbrete, desgraciado!
Both fight perfect tech. Will we see a drive impact? A real
Ya,
test of
estamos pensando lo mismo. Estamos pensando lo mismo.
Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Me dio la
They're
revancha.
still hungry, but both sides stepping up for the rematch. Dashes forward. Grabs him. Did well to get the buff in there. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Throws him. What's next? Misses the drive impact. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strat. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Player 2 in trouble with no drive. Takes a trip. Who will capitalize on an opening first?
Puta madre.
Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Uses the target combo as a filler. Grabs him. Player 2 had a hard time managing their drive gauge last round, and I'm sure they're aware that they need to start adapting. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Burnout activates. Knockdown and Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Their life is hanging by a thread. They gotta lean heavily on their drive moves now. A lot of pressure building up. What a finish! Here's the final round.
¡Vamos!
Reveal
Podemos,
starts
podemos,
now.
podemos.
Open with a jump, finds the target. Barely blocks the jump in. There's a wall splat. They can't do anything now. Forward throw, laying the pressure on stage. Ooh, you never know. Hits them with a stopping block. Bring in the heat. They're gonna teach you a lesson here. You play with fire, you're gonna get burned. Bet that. I'll suspend the meter on the super. What are they gonna do? Oh, yo, raw super here. Oh, burnout.
¡Venga! ¡Venga, venga, venga, venga!
Ooh, I dare you to find me a better match than that. Get up and tell him what's good.
Se me embaló. Se me embaló. Se han ido dos cha. Un Akuma, ya ustedes saben, cha. Un Akuma.
Our fighters are ready to get down to
2210,
it.
yo tengo
So let's start the match and
2600,
see
pues yo
what these
estoy de
warriors
que más
are
rankeado
capable
que él.
Come on.
Yo estoy de que más rankeado que él. No vi de dónde era.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Uses the fireball to try and establish their pace. This is the perfect range to reach out and
Está
tag.
fallando el internet. No sé si es la conexión de él o la mía.
Does it make KO? Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Opts for the air-to-air encounter. Player 1 has a slight lunge. Medium kick. Breaks Hits the block with a throw. Both fighters planning something? Their life is hanging by a thread. Drives and back misses. Burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to tank. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner in there.
No supo a nadie, Akuma.
Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
¿Qué? Se fue otro. Vamos, rivales de nivel, ya, que estamos modo cabra.
A new warrior has entered the ring.
Wow, estoy sudando. Estados Unidos, GG.
Give me that grime.
Good guys.
It's fight night time.
I need that.
Come on.
A mic from people. Wow,
All
let
right,
that.
this round, what's going to happen? Uses this opportunity to really lay into the opponent with a damaging combo. Checks with a projectile.
Bien.
Opts for the throw. What is he thinking here?
Toma esto, pero yo también lo sé hacer.
Pushes the opponent into the corner. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover or are they in trouble here? All right, what's coming up next? Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table.
Los que juegan con ese personaje juegan mucho a agarrar.
Protect the throw. Knockdown. Just out of range for that throw. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. Then he takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Turns the bar to unleash the storm. There's the drive.
Bárbaro, me va a ganar.
To a juicy punish counter. Just goes for it at this range. Nearing the end. Where's the drive then?
Me ganó. A una pata.
Takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Goes for the jump in to start. Oh, burnout triggered. Brushes that off and keeps going. It's a good spot to use the super. The super art hits. Will this kick both fighters into full gear? Player 2 needs there's the
Wow, pero se le acaban,
juicy punish counter.
Ay, mira, me dormí pensando.
They've got the beat
Mira.
baiting them into that. Player 1 has the deck stacked against them.
Pero no se le acaban los vainas.
In there.
La barra no se le acaba.
Player 2 took no time to finish that fight.
Menos 40 me quitan.
Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Hits him with a stopping body. With the throw. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. The move whiffs and they get nailed with a punish counter. Grabs him. Takes him all the way to the corner with that. KO. Player 1 sets the tone with that
Ven, que me puse bravo ya.
They can keep it up. Decides to create some distance to start. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Shoots off a fireball up close. Early round decisions are so important. And a super activation. Looking to score some juicy damage.
Me llegó.
Player 1 has the meter. Hits him with a stopping bomb. All right, what's coming up next? Throws him to negate the block. Traps the counter. Burnout activates. They were expecting that drive impact. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Both sides in burnout. They can't drive. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Knockdown. Here comes the super doesn't hit. That's not going to hit. Bring in the heat. Wants to close it out in style.
Por favor.
What?
Bingo!
The kill? Yo, that read was godlike. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Te me voy. Señores, esto me está poniendo a pensar si vale la pena
This is gonna
pagar
be a
PlayStation
five-star
Plus.
match. Get ready for history to be made.
Vamos, un gringo.
Gotta do this. Come on.
Porque me está gustando este combate igualado. Yo jugaba menos Street Fighter por eso, porque no tenía con quién jugar, nada más con la máquina.
See what they try to do here in the first round. Uses this opportunity to really lay into the opponent with a damaging combo. That was a solid anti-air. Player 1 has used up all of their drive.
¿Cómo me llegó de tan
How
lejos?
much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive?
¿Qué personaje es este?
Okay, they trade hits. Holds out with the block. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Did well to get the buff in there. Full stocks. Trying to watch out. Taking stock. Hit them with a stop and bop.
Está volviendo loca.
Jumps up.
Tú te estás volviendo, coño. Respeten. Hay que respetar.
Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Tienen que respetar, coño.
They were right to be on guard there. Long low attack hit. Can't tech the throw, rushes that off and keeps going. The low heavy, ooh! Digs in deep to get that drive in. Both fighters planning something? Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. They've got the meter, hits them with a stop and pop. A jump? They were right to be
Tienes
on guard there.
2000 de ahora ese personaje.
And they call the throw connect.
Mira esto.
Both
Oh,
sides
shit.
Getting ready. Wow, reads the counterattack. Player 2 can't use burns. What a finish. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Secondary. Low heavy hits. Mix up incoming. Utilizes an overdrive art there to tack on just a little
Parece que
more.
cayó un gancho.
Neither of them willing to back off here. Starts off going with fireball. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Let's see how they apply their corner pressure in this situation. Player 1 is in burnout. Drives off the table. And a super activation. Looking to score some juicy damage. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Going in? Player in there! Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. The jump in catches them. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing hits them with a stop and pop. Knockdown. Smart play to stop the opponent there. Player 1 can build off this lead. Okay, creating some space here. Gets scooped from down low. Fantastic awareness. They return to center stage. Rushes that off and keeps going. The player experiencing burnout. Excellent damage on that. Luis tries to act quickly but whiffs the attack. Player low heavy, but no go. Back as he crowns him from above.
No.
Population you.
Mierda.
Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that rundown. Smart play to stop the opponent there. Checks him with the projectile. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. The pressure continues as they can't escape the corner. They need to find a way out. Sticks the combo. Burnout is triggered. Takes a trip. What a clutch side kick there. Opts for the throw to
Se está
close it
volviendo
out.
loco,
Player 1 sets
No
the
estarán
tone with
volviendo
that win.
loco.
Let's see if they can keep it up. Checks with the sunshine. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Player 1 chases them down. Jumps. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong, experiencing burnout. Knockdown and... Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Sure you can?
Pero se estará volviendo loco.
Player 1 took no time to finish that fight.
Se embaló, porque que hay una cabra. Una cabra. Vengo ahora. tardando para buscarme rival, a ver qué es lo que pasa. Me tienen para ya, Tienen para el loco. Una hora de transmisión. Le tienen para el loco.
Special match. Here comes a new challenger.
No, pero este hay que comérselo. Un papa con tostones.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table.
Ocurrió un problema durante la partida. El match se retiró. La partida terminó debido a una desconexión. La repetición de la partida no se guardará. Hay que darme esos puntos. No me dieron ni un punto. Con la desconexión del paraguayo es.
Y'all better have your Sunday's best on because it's time for business. Let's go.
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Checking their opponent. Gets a chance with that jump.
Uno con este personaje ahorita me dio saco de agua de bebé.
Opts for the throw. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. Throws him down. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Taking shots. Projectile to try and change the situation. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Player 2 creates a good...
¡No!
Can't tech the throw.
Desperdicié esa oportunidad.
Takes a trip. This is the perfect range burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Oh God.
¡No, santo!
The projectile connects. Not giving the
Bien,
opponent
bien,
any
bien, bien,
chance.
bien, 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 bien,
Player
bien.
2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They were right to be on guard there. Grabs him. Brushes off the impact. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Bops him with a target call. Both fighters planning something? Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Super arts on deck for both fighters. Just goes for it at this range. The super doesn't hit. Grabs and throws him away. The throw whiffs. Here comes burnout. Expect the tempo of the match.
Ahí no hay forma.
We see a nice counter. Amazing. Burns out. Wow, reads the counterattack. Doesn't check the throw.
Bien, paciente. Calculador.
Which fighter has it in them to grind
Oh,
out
¿y quién
the
se la
win?
lleva?
Starts in denied. He's cool and locks him out. Connects with the throw. Presses for a reaction with a fireball. And Don throws him. Breaks the block with a throw. Turning it right up with a super. Take it all up with super. Not shy one bit about it. Makes smart use of the game. Tries to act quickly but with the attack. What'll be the plan? There's a burnout. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? What? Clutch anti-air. Get that bank account ready because that fight was easy money.
Round one.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. They were right to be on guard there. Big throws. Jumps in. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. All right, they throw them into the corner. They're looking to keep
Oye,
the
pero
pressure
yo le
on
estoy
and
dando
do some
a
damage.
eso.
Well-timed corner switch. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. The throw misses. Life lead opens up.
Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to tank. They've got the meter for a drive impact.
Going in.
Avoids getting stuck in the corner somehow.
Opts for the throw to close it out. Player one on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. The drive impact whiffs. Are they ready to punish? Had the radar up and running. Player one kept their drive gauge topped off through that round and still took the win. Guess they didn't need it.
Jumps up. Burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to tank.
Player two in dire straits with Burnout. Breaks the block with a throw.
Hits them with a stop and pop.
Both fighters have a full super meter.
Este sabe lo que está haciendo.
For a good return.
Spends all that gauge for a one-way trip to the tail. And looking to deal some psycho damage here.
Knockdown and a thunderous drive impact to close the round. Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Mierda, me la acaban de poner feamente. Me la acaban de poner de una manera.
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of.
Round one.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Shows the overhead. Still slugging it out here. A big drive gauge disparity has opened up, and it wouldn't surprise me if they try to open that gap further. Player two is in Burnout. Drives off the table. Takes him all the way to the corner with that. Player two doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Combo with the target combo. Got some big juicy damage on that counter. KO. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Bam.
Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. Throws a fireball. Neither of them willing to back off.
Wow, pero
Oh, they're in the corner now. Oh,
eso es lo que ando buscando.
Player one in dire straits with Burnout.
Very slick with the combo. Brushes that off and keeps going. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Overhead.
No.
What were they thinking? Smart decision there. The chip damage was enough. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out?
Ponte serio.
Opens with a jump in. Gets carried to the corner.
¿Qué tan rápido? Eso es lo que ando buscando.
Juicy damage.
What clutch anti-air.
Taking impact squat. Shoryu, what's next? Tries to act quickly, but with the attack.
Nothing stops this train.
Oh, Burnout! Did they mean to do that? Connects with the throw.
Both sides getting ready.
And they burn out.
Cúbrete, desgraciado.
Takes them up.
Getting up close and personal. The throw doesn't connect.
The reaction's on display.
Noticeable life lead is a
Anti-air in the squat.
chips them for the win.
That was a fight heard round the world. Yo, top that.
Una revanchita yo le doy.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Time to get down to business. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Box him with a target combo. The move whips and they get nailed with a punish counter. The combo's there. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Projectile to try and change the situation. Player one is going to have a hard time managing their driving. Neither fighter can rely on their drive anymore. Limited resources at hand right now. Oh, burnout on both sides? Both sides are gonna have to fight without drive. Closes with the throw.
Venga.
Hitting him with a smart stuff. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Checking their reactions with a fireball. Hits the air throw. The grab misses. Oh, says no to the impact. Smart play to stop the opponent there. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. What'll happen here? The drive impact is denied. Hits him with a
Hueso.
both fights. Burnout activates. Player 1 is barely hanging in there. Just goes for it at this range. And they create an opportunity.
Makes the enemy shield and gets that fight. The attack continues.
Player 2 can't use any
Dale.
drive control.
No puede
We're
ser.
going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? This is denied.
Keeps cool and locks them out.
And eats it. Player 1 drives it back. Misses. Players burn out, but they may have a plan here. Overhead attack.
I'm keeping it nice and pretty with the party combo.
Flatline zone.
Bárbaro.